Hi everybody, it's April from April's Crochet-and-more, and I am back to do part 2 of the shoe. I did 10 single crochet rows, and I also marked this part right here is, let me see, this white piece of yarn I stuck in there is pretty much where this right here will end, where it goes over your toes. And this one right here is, I measured from the middle in the same amount of stitches, which is 12 on this side and 12 on this side. I guess it's just there, 12 on this side and 12 on this side, so there's 24. And that is where this part right here will be done. And then it will go back to the single crochets, which there's, I think, 3 or 4 rows on this one. And then around the very edge is just slip stitched all the way around, just to give it more sturdier edge on it for finishing. So 10 rows, and then I'm going to go all the way around back to the inside to this stitch right here. When I get to this one, I'm going to start my double crochets and do 24 double crochets from this string to one I marked over here. But as I go around this way, first, you need to put 2 rows that are 5 single crochets and then 2 together. And you'll want to go all the way around for row, let's see, 10, for row 11 and 12. Whoops, I just pulled my stitch out. That's alright. So, I will meet you at the end of row 12, but I will go ahead and just keep crocheting. And so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and this, the next is the 2 rows together, which would be decreasing. For anybody that doesn't know how to do it, take 1 just like you would do your regular single crochet, except you leave that one on the hook, go through your next loop, pull it through so you have 3 on your hook, and then you pull it through all 3. And that decreases it by 1. So do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, oops, 5, and we're going to do another decrease, which would be 2 together, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then our decrease, which is 2 together, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 2 together. I hope that background noise isn't too bad. I have my door open, and it's been raining, and the wind's blowing pretty good, so I'm at least getting a nice breeze. Let me see if I can make that a little bit tighter. Let's be 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then our 2 together. My daughter's yelling at my dogs. I don't know if you can hear her or not. They're whining because they want up here. And I don't like them coming up here in my room. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then the 2 together. And 1, 2, oops, slid out. I think that was 2. 3. Yeah, I think that was 3. 4 and 5. And we're going to do the 2 together. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then we're almost to where we need to be. See, this is my 2 together. And I'm going to try to finish this all in this one video, But just in case my phone decides to shut off, I will have to make a third video, so I thought I would let you know now in case it does shut off. Let's see, 1, 2, now 2, wants to keep slipping out on me. 3, 4, and 5. And then my 2 together. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, and well, let me see, there, 5. And 2 together. And I will let you pause your video, and then that was the first row. Get all the way back to your row number 12. If that's how many you did, I mean your row count might be different through here if you did it to get the height of your foot. So yours might be a little bit different than mine, so it might not be row 11 and 12. Just whatever it was after you did all your single crochets. You can pause your video here and finish those 2 rows, and I will meet you back at this to start the double crochets. Okay, I am finishing up on my last row for now anyway, for the decreases. I have just 3 more before I want to start, or 2 more before I want to start my double crochets. I'm going to take this out because I already have found the center of my shoe and counted 24 stitches, which 12 on this side. I kind of found the center of the toe, and I made 12 on this side and 12 on this side, so it's 24, and I made it so it would be even. So now I'm going to do 24 double crochets. One, 2. Oh, I so much like working with a bigger hook, but for the shoes, the bigger hook doesn't work well unless you want really airy ones. So it's 2. 3. The shoe starts getting a little awkward to try to hold it in front of the camera. Just pull it out of there. And I'm just going to keep going all the way till I get to my 24. I feel like I need some music for you guys to listen to instead of me talking and counting. I'll have to see if I can figure out how to do that. My yarn right here, this is what you do when you don't have a stitch marker, which I'm sure you've seen other people do it. You just use a different color piece of scrap yarn, and they are bad sometimes about falling out. If you put like a slip knot in it that you can pull out, it makes it better so they don't fall out on you. And I'm almost there. But if you're following along with me, and I'm just gonna go to my mark. If you want to pause the video instead of sitting here watching me, or if you want to fast forward it to the next part. Which I don't know if you've seen where I snagged that piece right there. To get rid of that, all you have to do is pull that stitch out. And redo it. And I am kind of doing one loop at a time instead of trying to pull it through both, because it's the way the yarn is. So I don't tangle it up so bad. Or so I don't try to snag it as much. Excuse me. Lovely allergies. Let's see, this would be 22, or no, 21, 22, 23, and 24. And I'm going to go ahead and pull that piece out, because I'll be able to tell where I'm at. Now, instead of keep going around, I'm going to chain 2. If you prefer to chain 3 for your double crochet for the next row, you can. I'm going to turn my work. No, wait, maybe not. I'm trying to think how I did this. Let me see. Yeah, I turned my work. But I'm going to go ahead and undo my chain 2. And I'm going to go ahead and do a single crochet right here. Now I'm going to chain 2. See if I can get that string. I didn't catch it when I was put my hook through. You know what? I know I'm messing this video up, and I'm sorry, but I think we're going to go ahead and crochet all the way around and do the crochet 4 and then 2 together. That way we won't have to go back around as much when we get done doing this part right here. If I would have thought about it when I made the first one, I should have wrote it down how I did it. But hindsight's 20/20. So I have the first single crochet. So that would be 2, 3, and 4. And I want 2 together. One, 2, 3, 4, and 2 together. You know what? I'm really not liking that. I wonder how much of this video I can actually edit out. I am going to pull it back to my last chain 2. Or I'm sorry, my last double crochet. I'm going to do single crochet here. Since I pulled my string out on this side, I am going to go over here and find my first double crochet, which is right here. So if you're not sure, just count. 1, 2, 3, that's, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, which I didn't count that first one. So this is my, so I want to count, right here is my marker, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to do 5 single crochets. I've already done the first one. 2, 3, 4, and 5. And now I'm going to chain 1. And that will count as your first single crochet. I'm going to go back through and do, it'd be 2, 3, 4, and 5. And this time I only want 18 double crochets. So we had 24. So we need to get rid of 6 of them. So you take 6 divided by 24. And I'm brain dead, I can't think, so I'm going to get my use calculator. I'm sure somebody probably already has the answer. So 24 divided by 6. Nope, that ain't right. Clear. Let's see, we need to get rid of 6, so we have 24 stitches. We need to get rid of 6, so 6 by 24. That doesn't work either. Okay, I'm really going to have to edit this video because I cannot think. So it would still be 4. And we'll be doing the same as we did before. We'll crochet 4 and then 2 together. Oops, forgot to do one. So double crochet, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then we're going to do the 2 together to decrease. So we will leave that on there like that. Come over here, do this one, and then pull it through all 3. And then, let me see, get my yarn tangled up. I'm going to do 4 more. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then we'll do our decrease, which is 2 together. And then 4 more. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we're going to do our 2 together. Oops, sorry about that. There's our decrease. And 4 more. 4. And you can see how the front's starting to look different, and this will be on the next row. This front will be pulled together to make your little this little loop right here, because we'll have to go around this and then it'll get pulled together. And I have 1, 2 more doubles, or no, where are we at? I start talking and missed it. It's 2 together, then 4, okay, we have 2 together. Then that puts us back to the 5 single crochets. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now we're going to chain 1 and turn. And we will do your chain 1 counts as your first single crochet. What am I doing? 4 more single crochets. Makes it actually 2, 3, 4, and 5. And now we are going to kind of do a, sorry about that, got it all messed up. Now we are going to do this ring right here. If you can see that. And it will be crocheting single crochets 2 together all the way around. Or at least all the way around to your, back to your single crochets. And this will draw your two together. Oh, way too many on there. Guess I went off to La La Land. Did it again. Now what the heck I'm thinking. Okay, one more. Now, I'm going to take this part, let me see, since I lost my stitch I had, I think it's 6 on each side. 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. I don't think my hole was that big. 3, 6, 3. Yeah, it is. Okay, so now I'm going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go into this stitch. And slip this through like this. And that's going to give me the hole. Now, I'm going to, oh shoot, doesn't want to cooperate with me. Of course it come out. Pull that through there again. That gives me my hole. And I'm going to start single crocheting. I'm going to start with one right here in the middle where I just slip stitched it. Or where I just, yeah, slip stitched it. Then I'm going to go over here to this next one. So that makes 2. 3, 4. I'm going to just do the single crochets clear down to right here, and then I'm just going to go from this one down to this one with a single crochet. I'm kind of tangled up in there. right here, it's hard to get this one in. So you might not be able to go through both loops when you do that one. And then you'll have the same problem right here. So I'm just kind of going below that right there. And you'll have the same problem on the other side, so you just do the same thing. And that was my last double.